Hey, so my video today is Diablo 4 losing its appeal. Why are players quitting the game? So, no bones about it. This has been an excellent game for Blizzard to release. It's been right up there between Hogwarts Legacy and Zelda, the new Zelda game. People have been playing the heck out of this game, and I think some Diablo players are just tired of the BS, and let's just go over it. So, I'm very much a casual player. I'm not. I'm not playing this every day. I'm playing other games, but I've dropped over 3 days worth of time into the game, and I beat the single player campaign, and I've gone into the nightmare level 3. But I really enjoyed the base campaign. I thought it was good. I never got too far in Diablo 3. Diablo 2 I did get pretty far in, but this is probably the most invested Diablo game I've ever played. But this game, they're doing seasons with it. Like, man, it feels like this game has become a grind and not any fun anymore. And that's the whole point of playing video games, right? Is it should be fun. And at first, like, when you get past level 50, is like, oh, now the game's getting good. Now I'm starting to get rare items that I wasn't able to get before, and I can really put different aspects on my character and my weapons, and get cool weapons. And after a while, it gets a little tiring. And then season 1 happened. You got to create a new character to go into season 1. Now, like, I get why you did it, but I'm still not happy about it. So, like, I got over past level 60 with my necromancer before season 1 for the campaign. Now I had to start a brand new guy, and I'm not doing any guides to exactly get the best map to get your character the fastest up to 100. I haven't been doing that. I'm just very casual, just whatever looks cool. That's what I've been picking. But like, it's just a grind. So like, I gotta start a brand new character, and then I gotta go all the way back to try to get back to where I was. And I invested so much time in that first character. And I get to why, they want you to try out other classes. That's fine. But, it should just be how you want to play. And before I go on, I just want to say, if you find this content valuable, a subscribe would mean a lot to me. So please consider that if you are enjoying this content. But let's go into some of the articles I found that kind of reinforce my point today. So this was an article I found today. I felt like it's exactly what I'm going through, and maybe it's exactly what you're going through too. Let me know in the comments below. But playing Diablo 4 is just an unpaid job, and I quit. I hadn't played a lot of Diablo 4 until this year, but I knew what it was about. I played some co-op Diablo 3, but never owned the game, so I thought I'd give Diablo 4 a go from the start and be there from the beginning. I really regret that decision. Diablo 4 is a very odd game. It's clearly very good and very well made in terms of action, the graphics, and all deep about the abilities and powers and everything. However, for some reason, it has the mentality of a mobile phone game where it constantly is trying to trick you into doing mindless, repetitive tasks every spare moment that you have. With mobile games, they do that because that's all there is, but Diablo 4 is a really good game, and the way it's structured, with constantly having to redo the same or more or less the same mission area again and again, so it's really annoying. It reminds me of Destiny. And then he goes on, Diablo 4 isn't really about the story, but I was having fun with the campaign while most of the stuff I was seeing was still new. But once you beat the basics of the endgame, it becomes this weird slog to level up and get all the rare loot. You begin to realize that Blizzard probably thinks this game is where the game actually starts, and that's exactly where I lost interest. Everything you have to do is so complicated, not in the sense that you can't understand what you're meant to do, but you've got these long lists of things to accomplish, and it's just all busy work towards getting something new to play with, which will immediately lead to another shopping list of things to do. It's too much like hard work. I feel like I'm running errands the whole time, not saving the world from an ancient evil. It's even worse because you know the game will never end, and some excuse will be found for fighting the same bosses and monsters again and again. It has the grind of a boring day job, and when I heard the new season was even worse, you had to make a new character to play it, I just checked out. If Diablo 4 was a movie, you'd say it could be saved by a good editor, but because of not how games work, you're stuck with a game that's great fun in the moment, but an absolute chore long term. I don't see it changing either. It's not for me. So yeah, he's even like off on the precipice even more than I am. And man, that speaks to me. That's crazy. Crazy, guys. Here's another article. I believe this was on Kotaku. It's now on Yahoo's picked it up. But this is also, like many other battle passes for live service games, Diablo 4 lets you earn some of its premium currency as you grind your way through each of the tiers. And while fans might be ready to take the pass's sweet 666 platinum to their wallets, they certainly won't be taking to the in-game shop, as that's not enough to even afford the cheapest item for sale. Last week, Diablo 4 kicked off its live service mode with full gear. It hasn't gone well. At first, Blizzard rolled out an update that turned out to be a proper disaster. Blizzard had to activate its damage control skill, hoping to cool down the community with a "we didn't mean to upset you, babe" live stream. And while it remains to be seen if and how Blizzard rights the ship, fans are also pointing out how unfair the premium currency situation in Diablo 4 is. And there's a post on Reddit. He says that it spells it out. The most affordable item in Diablo 4's microtransaction shop is 800 platinum. That leaves players who complete the battle pass with 134 platinum short. And since the battle pass costs 1,000 platinum, that 666 won't even be enough to get you to next season's battle pass, assuming it's the cost if the cost doesn't decrease. Battle passes in many live service games such as Fortnite, Call of Duty, and even Halo Infinite typically reward you with enough premium currency that if you save your digital goods, you'll have enough to snag next year's season. If Diablo 4 continues to reward just 666 platinum and keeps its battle costs the same, the situation is only going to get stuck more, as one Redditor points out. If the math remains the same and you save up your battle pass spoils, you'll eventually be able to afford Season 3's pass with 1332 platinum. Then once you earn the next 666 coins, you'll be at 998, too shy of 1,000. You'll have to possibly wait until Season 5 to afford the next one with your base earnings. Now, really, like, I hope they fix some of this stuff, but it's crazy. It's like, I'm really starting to hate live service games. And Diablo, like, you didn't have to go this way. And I know you like that money from doing these microtransactions, and maybe you just think people are mindless, and I guess people are. But you're not getting any more money. The base game is already $70. Like, right? Like, why do we got to give them more for the cosmetics? And you don't even after completing the season 1, you won't even get enough points to buy the next battle pass. So it's really disappointing. How about just create a good game with a good story, do an extra add-on or two. That's all you need to do, and then you can focus on the next game. But you're just going to turn this into a years-long effort from you guys, and we're just going to tune out. People are already starting to tune out. Anyway, I'm just the messenger, guys. you know, if you really enjoy this game, please by all means continue playing it. And but I think we need to, as a community, we need to raise our hands and say, hey, enough's enough. And maybe the only way to do that is with our wallet. But you know, we gotta stick together and point out when things need to get changed. So, do you remember back in the day when like an NES game came out? It was just like, here's the game. Like, there's no more updates. Like, that was amazing. Anyway, thank you guys. Again, if you find this content valuable, I'd really appreciate a sub from you. So, anyway, see you on the next one. I'm trying to do 2 videos a week now. It's crazy. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys. See you in the next one.
The dream is dead.